everyone, welcome back again to our channel. Now I hope that everybody of you can hear me, right? So if you can hear me, then just text me in the comment section that yes, or give me just a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yes? Can you guys hear me? Just text me. Yes, so Nasreen says that yes, they can hear me. All right, great. So now we are going to start with some important concepts of the 11 plus exams. But before we start with anything, for all those people who are new over here, I would just quickly like to tell you about what is Glecta. See, we are an online learning platform and we are dealing with online education. So if you want classes for any of these like 11 plus, GCSEs, KS3, A-levels, anything, we are here to help you. And for today, we'll be revising the important concepts of 11 plus exams because you have your exam right in this month, right? So let's start with the very first question. Find the smallest number which leaves a remainder of 1 when divided by 5, 3 and 7. Now see, we are talking about a number which is divided by 5, 3 and 7. So that means we are talking about a common multiple, right? A common multiple of 3, 5, 7. Also, my question says that I have to figure out the smallest number. By smallest, that means we have to calculate the least common multiple, right? Why are we calculating the least common multiple? Because I want the number to be divided by every other, like, 3, 5 and 7, all of them. So over here, LCM of 3, 5 and 7, they're all prime numbers. So 3 times 5 times 7, which is 105. But my question says that I have to, figure out the answer when the, remainder would be 1 if I'm dividing it, right? So you would just add 1 to this least common multiple. So 105 plus 1, which is 106. I wanted 1 as the remainder, so I added 1 to my LCM. If I give you the same question and I ask you what will be, the smallest number which leaves a remainder 2 on dividing by 5, 3 and 7, you would just add 2 to the LCM. So a simple technique that you can remember in this type of question is that you have to find out the least common multiple that is going to divide all of them, all the numbers, and then add whatever the remainder is given to you. Like over here we had 1, so 106. If we had 2, then 107. If we had remainder 3, then 108 of course, and so on, right? I hope this first question is clear to you. Proceeding to the second question. Now this is a question which is related to ratios. Green paint is made by mixing yellow and blue paint together, and Sarah mixes yellow and blue paint in the ratio 2:5. Now by ratio 2:5, what do we mean by that? Like whatever the fraction that we are taking, they are combining together like 2 plus 5. The total would be 7, right? 7 parts. Imagine that you have paint and we are dividing the paint in 7 parts. 2 parts of green paint, 2 parts of yellow paint, and then 5 parts of this blue paint. When they mix together, that gives me a green paint, right? So now over here, how do we solve this kind of question? Simply, I told you that the total would be 7 parts, right? Imagine that you have the value as x for each one of them, like the parts that we are dividing it in, right? That means 2 times x plus 5 times x. What is x over here? The number of parts we are trying to divide it into, like 2x plus 5x equals, the total is given to be 28 liters. We are saying that she makes 28 liters of green paint altogether. So how many more liters of blue paint than yellow paint does she use? So let's try to figure out how much blue paint she would be needing. If we are doing 2x plus 5x, we would be doing 7x, which is 28. That means x equals, just divide by 7 on both the sides. So 28 divided by 7, which is 4. That means one part constitutes 4, right? So over here this 2:5 when I had written, this was 2 for yellow and blue was 5, right? So how many liters of yellow paint are we taking? For yellow we are taking 2x, which means 2 times 4, which is 8. And for blue I'm taking 5 parts, right? 5x. So that means 5 times 4, 20. My question says, how many more liters of blue paint than yellow paint does she use? So you just have to do this 20 liters minus 8 liters, which would give you 12 liters. And that's my answer. And by the way, I would like to ask you, how's your preparation, by the way, going for 11 plus exams? Like, are you facing any kinds of doubts in any topic, or you think that you need to, revise, say, more of algebra or fractions or percentages, anything? You can just let me know in the comment section below so that we can host more live classes for you guys. And I hope that you guys have subscribed to our channel and you're also present there in the Telegram group, because we do solve doubts over there. And today I'm going to take one of the common doubts as well. So if you have any kinds of doubts in particular questions, all you need to do is join the Telegram group, and over there you can just keep sending the pictures of the questions that you're facing doubt in, or you can just let us know that which topic are you facing difficulty in. So I can see that a lot of people are saying that they are facing difficulty in algebra and in ratios. Okay, no problem. So over here Nasreen wants us to do algebra and 𝗬𝗏 wants us to do ratios, and Nasreen also wants to do BIDMAS. Alright, no problem, we can do that, not a problem. So we'll be hosting one more live class for sure, but make sure that you have subscribed our channel so that you can get the regular updates. Also, I want you guys to like this video as well. All of you that are present over here right now, everybody, I want to see everyone's like on this video. Come on, like this video, and you can side by side share the link with your friends as well. Let's come back over here. Now, let's see this question. A bus leaves the bus station for 𝗪𝗡 every 8 minutes and for Ivybridge every 6 minutes. A bus for 𝗪𝗡 and a bus for Ivybridge both leave the bus station at the same time, that is 10 a.m. Alright, what is the next time a bus for 𝗪𝗡 and a bus for Ivybridge will leave at the same time? Now see, in these kinds of questions, when two events are happening together, just remember a small trick in your mind. When we want to calculate that, okay, one event is happening after 5 minutes, the other event is happening after 10 minutes, when will they both happen together? Remember a simple thing. In these kinds of questions, you just have to calculate the least common multiple of the numbers that are given. Over here, first event, that is the first bus, leaves after every 8 minutes. The second bus leaves after every 6 minutes. That means you have to calculate the least common multiple of 8 and 6. What is the least common multiple? 24. That means after every 24 minutes, these buses will be crossing each other, like they will be starting again with the same time, right? So over here, your answer would be 10:24, because they were earlier leaving at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. plus 24 minutes, so 10:24. Let me see how many of you guys have answered correctly. Yes, great. I can see you that a lot of people have answered great. You have correctly. Nasreen, very good. And Debash, okay. Alright, everybody is getting the correct answer. Nasreen, I had already seen your answer at once. You don't need to really type the whole of it again and again and again. Don't worry. I am seeing that who's answering me the most of the questions. I know that you guys have a little competitive spirit amongst yourself, that who's going to answer the most of the questions. If you have attended the last class, I want you to guess the name of the person who has attempted the most of the questions, and I'll be telling you soon. That's a little bit, suspense. I'm creating a little bit suspense. Try to figure out who has, gotten the most amount of questions in the last session. All right, let's move on to the next one. Jane works for a shoe shop and is given a discount card. Jane uses her card to buy a pair of trainers for £24.75, and the trainers originally cost £27.50. I love discount, by the way. What discount does she receive? So whenever we are getting a discount, you need to see what is the difference between the original price and the price that you're paying after the discount. Okay, what's up with you guys with ... So why are you texting ... Jason? Yes, what happened? Is everything, are you understanding everything? I hope that. Okay. So now, coming back to my question, the original price, that is £27.5, take away the price that was actually paid, £24.75. When you solve it, you'll be getting the answer as 2.75. That means there was a discount of 2.75, but if you see your options, the answer is given in percentages, right? So 2.75, compare it with the original number, 27.5, right? What is happening over here? We had 27.5 as the original amount. I have just shifted the decimal one position in the left. When do we do that? When we are calculating 10%. It's a very clear observation. 27.5 original price, 2.75 discounted price. So of course 10% is the correct answer. And I can see Ekta, Vanida, and yeah, I can see a lot of people have answered me correctly. That is the C part. Great, very good. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, not question actually. I had asked you to guess the name of the person who has been the winner of the last session. So here it is, Nalain. Congratulations, Nalain. A very good clap for you, as you did amazing in the last session. And today also, I want you guys to keep answering me, keep interacting, and then, of course, the team is observing that who's going to answer the most questions. Great. Congratulations again, Nalain, and keep it up. Also, I would say that make sure that you guys have, downloaded our, you have downloaded Telegram and you're there in our Telegram group. All right. You can download the mocks that are given to you in the links below. So make sure that you download the mock tests, absolutely free of cost, and practice them. And if you face any difficulty in those questions, you can just text us on the Telegram groups. Now see, why am I emphasizing on, downloading Telegram over there? Because we try to answer the common doubts as well. For example, if you see this question on the screen, this was a common doubt of a lot of people on our Telegram group. An ice cream seller sells cones with 2 scoops of ice cream, and it offers a choice of 6 different flavors each day. The scoops may be the same flavor or different flavors. How many different combinations of ice cream flavors does the seller offer each day? Let's see. Now Jason asks that if I was already the most active kid, can I win again? Yes, Jason, you can definitely win again. Just compete with a healthy spirit, and of course, why not? I mean, repetitions are there, repetitive winners can be there. Of course, you'll be getting a chance. Coming to this question, see, try to figure out the possible combinations that are there. Let's take up different flavors. For example, let me take vanilla. I'm taking a few flavors, vanilla, strawberry. Let's take chocolate. I mean, these are the only 3 flavors that I know about. Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. What else? Okay, let's take mint, and let's take peach. And what else flavor could be possible? Okay, melon. Yeah, I'm taking random flavors. Okay, so I have never eaten a melon ice cream, by the way, but couldn't think of anything else. So now these are 6 flavors that I have taken. And on the second scoop also, I have a few flavors, taking the same: vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, mint, peach, melon. Let's try to figure out how many possible combinations are there, right? So first of all, if I have fixed the first scoop, I want the first scoop to be vanilla, right? Now I have choices for the second scoop. My second scoop could be vanilla again, or strawberry again, or chocolate, or mint, or peach, or melon, right? So when I'm fixing the first choice as vanilla, I have 6 different choices for the second scoop. So along with vanilla, 6 combinations are possible. Similarly, when I take strawberry, I would go for vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, mint, peach, melon, all again. So 6 choices for strawberry, then 6 choices for chocolate, 6 choices for mint, 6 for peach, 6 for melon, and we have 6 flavors. How many choices do I get in total? 36. But my question says that how many different combinations of ice cream flavors does the seller offer each day? If this word different was not given to us, then of course I could have taken 36. But if I have vanilla and strawberry, then first scoop vanilla, second scoop strawberry, right? So if I just swap it, like first scoop strawberry and second scoop has vanilla, does it make a difference? No. Ultimately I'm going, getting both the scoops in my belly and I'm going to enjoy the ice cream, but it is not really making a difference, right? So we won't count that as different. So let's see how we can calculate different flavors. For the first one, suppose I'm fixing vanilla, right? Now the next one can be like vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, again mint, or melon, or peach, right? So I have 6 choices, but these choices cannot be repeated. Like let's try to figure out what will be the different flavors first. By different, I mean if I'm having vanilla as the first flavor, I'm not going to have the second scoop vanilla again, right? So I have 2 scoops over here. I have 6 choices for the first scoop, right? What choices? Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, mint, peach, melon, right? Now as I'm saying that I want to find out different scoop, the second scoop has to be different. That means I cannot have vanilla, but apart from vanilla, I have the choice of strawberry, chocolate, mint, melon, peach. I have 5 choices. So 6 times 5, that means 30, right? But since I want them to be different, like vanilla and strawberry, and then strawberry and vanilla, they would also be the same. So I'm having each case twice, right? So that's why I'll divide it by 2. Don't try to figure out the combinations that are possible. Try to understand the concept with this one question so that you can use this possible concept for all the possible questions of combinations. So now we have 15 different ice cream flavors. Also, my question emphasizes on the fact that the scoops can be of same flavors or different flavors. I have calculated for different, the answer is coming out to be 15. For the same flavors, the first flavor would have 6 choices, and the second flavor, like the second scoop, would also have 6 choices for the flavors, right? Vanilla, strawberry, all the list, right? So over here, 6 times 6, sorry, that was the total, I'm calculating the same, right? So now, if the first scoop is vanilla, second has to be vanilla. First chocolate, second chocolate, third mint and mint, then melon and melon, peach and peach, and so on. So you have exactly 6 choices, right? So in total, if I calculate different and same, I had 15 different flavors plus 6 times when I was having both the scoops are same flavored. So the total comes out to be 21, and this would be considered as the answer. Also, I know that this is confusing because a lot of people argue on the fact that we have written the word different combinations. So sometimes people also say that, answer should be like 6 times 6, 36, the total is 36, or some people were getting the final answer as 30. I would say that since it is saying that you have to take them different, by different I mean that if first is vanilla, second is strawberry, then you can't count it again if first is strawberry and second is vanilla, right? That's how I'm counting it as different. Got it? So that's my final answer, 21. Now let me see how many of you are getting correct. Jason is getting correct, Hazel is getting correct, Ekta is getting the correct answer. Very good for all of those who got the correct answer. Now moving on to the next question, transformations. Now this is a little bit of coordinate geometry that we are trying to understand. Okay, now if you guys see yourselves in front of the mirror, right? Stand in front of the mirror. If you guys are at home and you're in a comfortable position to see yourself in the mirror, I would like everyone to see yourselves in the mirror. Now, if you move towards the mirror, your image also comes closer. If you move far away from the mirror, then your image in the mirror, that would be, like far away. So that's the concept of reflection that we are going to study. If I say that I have any particular point, let's say over here, there is this point. The coordinates of this point would be 4, 4, right? And if I say that you have to reflect this 4, 4, reflect along x-axis, what do we mean by that? You're going to take x-axis, that is the horizontal line, as the mirror line. As I said, if you move away from the mirror, you're going to go away from the image as well, right? If you move towards the mirror, your image would also come closer, right? So now, if this image, if this object is at 4 units distance, like the vertical distance of this from the x-axis or from the mirror line is 4. So of course the image down would also be 4 units away. So count 4 units, 1, 2, 3, and over here you would be having -4, 4 by counting this distance, -4, 4, right? 4 units up, that means 4 units down. Similarly, if I am reflecting along the y-axis, that is if you are taking y-axis as the mirror line, then if I have, let's say, this coordinate, which is 1, 3, reflect it along the y-axis. See the horizontal distance. When you are reflecting along the x-axis, you are seeing the vertical distance, and when you are reflecting along the y-axis, you are seeing the vertical distance. All right? Okay. So over here, what will this be? 1 unit over here. So although this graph is not, drawn appropriately, but over here it's -1, 3, right? So I hope you understood this concept, because we'll be doing questions related to the concept. Now I know it gets confusing sometimes that when we are rotating a particular object, you take a paper in your hand like this and then you keep on rotating it, right? Of course that's the concept, but an easy way to save your time in the exams, I want everybody to take a screenshot of this slide, or you can quickly note down these formulas that we have over here, because we'll be using them. Just remember that whenever you are reflecting any point, See, on my coordinate geometry, I have any point of the form x comma y, right? X denotes the horizontal distance and y denotes the vertical distance, right? So over here we would have x comma y. So when I am reflecting it along the x-axis, I need to see the vertical distance. Y upwards, that means y downwards. So that's why the y coordinate will always become negative. Similarly, when we are seeing for x, over here, x would become negative. Or instead, you can remember it by the line that x would change its sign. If it is already negative, then it will become positive. I hope you guys understood this concept and you have written down these formulas. What do we mean by rotation CCW? CCW means counterclockwise. CW means clockwise. Clockwise is the direction in which the clock moves, right? And counterclockwise is the opposite direction in which the clock moves, right? And I'm seeing your comments as well side by side. So if in case you do not understand any particular thing, you can just text me in the comment section below and I'll repeat it, not a problem with that, okay? And please guys, stop discussing about your religions and everything. Let's stay focused on the concept of maths, right? Okay, now coming back over here on the question. Let's see who's going to answer me first. I'm going to start explaining it to you and I'm going to start, this question with the trick that I just told you. We'll be using these formulas, of course, but I'm just wanting you to answer it. So let's see. Let's see who's going to be the winner of the next session. And I hope that you guys have already liked this video and shared it with all of your friends, and you've also downloaded the mock test that is being constantly provided in the links. The link is constantly provided in the comment section below. So make sure that you're doing it, right? Okay, now, so Muhammad asks me, Miss, what religion are you? My sole religion is mathematics. So let's focus on that. Over here, question. The line shown starts at -2, and ends at 4, -4. The line is fixed at 0, 0 and rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Now imagine this as a pen. If you are rotating it clockwise, that means just this way. Like it was vertical and I have rotated it. I've kept this point as the center, right? 0, 0. I'm keeping my hand fixed, and along with this fixed hand, I'm rotating this pen, right? This is fixed. So similarly, 0, 0 is just fixed over here, and I'm going to rotate this entire line. Now, as I had given you the formula, clockwise direction, 90 degrees. So x comma y becomes y comma -x, right? When we are rotating along 90 degrees clockwise, x comma y becomes y comma -x. All right. So over here, if I have -2, 2, what will it become? Interchange them. X comma y becomes y comma -x. That means 2 as it is, and negative of -2, which is going to be 2. So that's the point that I'll be getting after rotating it about 90 degrees. And then when I had 4, -4, again I'm going to rotate it, so it will get interchanged. And please guys, stop fighting in the comment section below and instead like and share this video, and focus on the concept. So 4, -4, interchange them, -4, 4, and the sign of the x would change. So it would become -4, -4. So here you have this red line that you see on the screen. 4, -4 over here, and over here we have 2, 2. That was the first step. Then we are saying that this line is further reflected in the x-axis. By reflection in the x-axis, So you don't need to calculate for all the points on the line. For example, I'm rotating this pen, right? I just took the top part and rotated it. If I'm saying I'm rotating it from the center, I'm just rotating the end points, right? These end points are being rotated, the center does not change. Similarly, for these lines that you see on the screen, just take their end points, that's all. Alright, okay, Jason got correct, Ekta is getting it, alright, great. So now, 4, 4, negative 4 became negative 4, negative 4, and negative 2, 2 became 2, 2. But if I reflect it along the x-axis. See the formula from the screen over here. Reflection in x-axis. What's the formula? X, y becomes x, negative y. So coming back, x, y becomes x, negative y. That means this 2, 2 would become, keep this 2 as it is, and negative 2, right? Then negative 4, negative 4, negative 4 as it is, and 4. Okay, so I hope you guys are getting this, understanding this. I'll just explain it quickly to you again. What we are trying to do, we are trying to do rotation and reflection. All right. So if in case you have not understood it, I'm repeating it. Make sure that you understand it. Okay. So over here, Ekta asks, what is the difference between rotation and reflection? Darling, reflection is something that you see yourself like in the mirror, right? If I have, say this is the mirror line, reflection. If I have my hand over here, in the mirror also you'll see my hand, right? And you'll see it at the same distance. Basically it has a symmetry, right? So if you raise your first hand in the mirror, like if you raise your left hand in the mirror also you'll see that your image is also raising the hand. That's just a mirror image. That's reflection. If we talk about rotation, rotation means rotating an object. Like for example, I have this pen and this is a vertical, it's vertical in shape, right? If I make it like this, if I change it like this, so I've just rotated it, you know, I've just changed its position. In both reflection and rotation, we are trying to change the position of our coordinates. All right? Okay, so let's have a look over here. These are my coordinates, starting with negative 2, 2. If I want to rotate it 90 degree clockwise, I'm just going to use this formula for clockwise rotation. I have the coordinates x, y, alright, and I'll be getting y, negative x. Okay, Olu says that A looks like someone is threatening someone, and Jason is asking, do you want your... Guys, focus on math. Ask your math doubts. Come on. Alright. So when I'm trying to rotate it, it will become y, negative x. So if I have minus 2, 2, see the first coordinate is x and the second coordinate is y. So negative 2, 2 would become just 2, 2. There was negative x over here. So this is basically negative of negative 2, if that's what you're wondering. Alright. So then after that, after rotating for 90 degrees clockwise, now I'm going to reflect it along the x-axis. Again, I'm going to use this formula for reflection. That is, any coordinate x, y, when reflected, the y coordinate becomes negative, right? So if I have 2, 2, keep this first 2 as it is and change the sign of the second number that is there. Alright, so negative 2. And Jason says, Miss, everything makes sense. Great that you are understanding. So now I hope you'll be able to do the questions of transformation on your own. So if I, just calculate the final line, what am I getting? 2, negative 2 and negative 4, 4. Okay, let me change the ink so that you can see it clearly. This is negative 4, 4, and over here we have this 2, negative 2. Now if I ask you what will be the midpoint of these points. Now see, listen to this very carefully. If I have any two coordinates and I want to calculate the midpoint of these two coordinates, just remember that you have to calculate the average of the x coordinate and the y coordinates. Alright, so the x coordinates over here of these 2 points, that's 2 and -4. So if you want to calculate the average, divide them by 2. Alright, and then we have -2 and 4 as the y coordinates. Then you just divide them by 2. So 2 minus 4, minus 2 upon 2, 1, -1, comma, -2 plus 4, 2, 2 upon 2, 1. So -1, 1 is the final answer, and I can see that Nasreen is getting it correctly. Very good. Okay. And Jason, your answer is -4, -4. Okay, but you have to calculate the midpoint, Jason. So just try to take the average of the end points that you have got, right? If I want to see the middle number. Okay, now let's move on to the next concept. Again, this is a concept of coordinate geometry. Try to understand this. Plot the points 4, 1, 4, 5, -1, 1, -1, 5. Now this is very easy, right? If I have 4, 1, what am I going to do over here? Take 4 units from the x-axis, like move 4 units horizontally, and then move 1 unit upward. So this would be 4, 1, right? 1 unit upwards, 4 units horizontally. Then 4, 5. So over here, this one. See 5 over here, see 4 over here. The first coordinate, see it on the x-axis. The second coordinate, see it on the y-axis and plot it. So this is pretty easy how you are going to plot this rectangle. Now the question B part says, what is the area of the rectangle? Just see the length, right? Over here, this 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 units is the width, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the length is 5 units, and the area of rectangle, simplest, right? Area would be just length times width, which is going to be 20 units square, or 20 square units, right? Then the next one, reflect this rectangle in the x-axis and draw the result on the coordinate axis. What did I tell you about reflection along the x-axis? What is that going to be? Any coordinate x, y, when reflected along the x-axis, the y coordinate becomes negative, or we can say that the y coordinate changes its sign, right? So just see the end points. See, this is 1 unit away from the x-axis. So when you draw the image of this shape, so over here it would be 1 unit down. That's it. And just draw the same rectangle. Just copy paste it. Simple. And you'll be getting your answer, which is this, as you see on the screen. I hope everybody understood this. Great. Now moving on to the next question is of geometry, that is triangles, which is a pretty simple question and easy, and has been asked in your past year papers. So over here we have 3 identical isosceles triangles. Now I want you guys to answer me in the comments section below. What do you understand by the term isosceles triangle? What are isosceles triangles? Or you guys can tell me anything about isosceles triangles properties. And what do we understand by this word, identical? What does identical mean? I can just give you a hint. The word identical means like twins. Don't we say that when there are twins, we say that they look identical, they look a little same, right? Okay, so Jason says that I don't know geometry. So that's why we are here, Jason. We are here to help you, right? So those of you who do not know geometry or coordinate geometry, and for the next session we would be doing, as you guys requested, we'd be doing algebra. Okay, So Nasreen says 2 sides same length. So that's for isosceles triangles, right? When you're drawing a triangle over here and both these sides are same, these dashes that I'm drawing, they represent that they are, equal in length. So identical means same. They look same, their properties are same, their lengths are same, and the angles are also same. That's what we mean by same length, right? Soma says 2 sides same length and 1 line different length. Very good. And she has repeatedly answered me twice for the same thing, and I was going to read it twice. No. So now over here, as you see on the screen, there are 3 identical triangles. So if this is 70, so of course 2 angles are same. This will also be 70. This is also going to be 70. This is also going to be 70. This angle will also be 70. This is also 70. But what about the remaining other angle? You know the property of triangles that sum of all the angles is 180. So if 2 angles are 70 degrees, then the third angle would be 180 minus 70 minus 70. Right, 180 minus 70, 110. 110 minus 70, that is 40. That means the third angle is 40 degrees. And if you guys see a straight line, on a straight line, the sum of all the angles is 180, right? So over here, if the sum of all the angles is going to be 180, that means 70 plus 40 plus x. That's equal to 180 degrees. How did I come to that conclusion? I'm seeing this particular part, right? So that means x equals 180 minus 70, 110, 110 minus 40, which is going to be 70 degrees. So as I can see now, let me see the comment section that who has answered me the most of these questions and 70 degrees. Yes, so I can see from the starting that Vanida is getting the correct answer. All right, great. Nasreen has answered me. Naja is back again. I remember announcing Naja, the winner once. Remember, great. All right. So now, okay, so I'm reading the comments. So Muhammad is vibing to a song. Guys, what are you doing? Okay. So Jason asks, are isosceles triangles when the sides are the same side or base times height times width? The base times height thing that you're doing, Jason, that's what you calculate when you're calculating the area. The area of a triangle is given by the formula base times height divided by 2. Do not get confused with the type of triangles. We have isosceles triangles that are 2 lengths or 2 sides are same. Then we have equilateral triangle in which all the sides and all the angles are the same. And we have scalene triangles. Scalene triangles are in which no side is actually same. Alright? Okay. Okay, just reading the comment section if anybody has asked anything. Okay, Jason has asked me the same question twice. Okay. Devash is asking, if one line is same, does 2 lines mean different lines? Wait, if one line is same, does 2 lines mean different lines? Not one line is same. How can you say that one line is same? We need 2 lines which are going to be same. If I say this, the length of this pen is equal to something. What's something? So I need another pen as well, to which I can say that its length is equal to this, right? So when you're doing the comparison, you can't compare a single thing. So you're of course comparing 2 sides. Alright? Okay. Moving on to the next one. Again, a little bit of geometry. The diagram shows a parallelogram. What are the coordinates of point T? Now I'm giving you exactly 10 seconds to answer this question. Till that time I'm reading your comments. And I want you to answer me 10 seconds. Let's see how many of you can answer me correctly. And so, okay. So Soma has asked, isn't the area of all triangles 180? No, darling, that's the sum of all the angles. The sum of all the angles is 180. For the area, you can't say that area is always going to be the same. For example, if I draw these two triangles, is the area same? Clearly not. One triangle is smaller, one triangle is bigger, right? So over here, we won't say that the area is always going to be 180. Okay, so I can see Jason has answered me 6,6. No, okay, 6,6, and somebody is getting, Habib is getting 7,6, Vanida is getting 7,8. Oh my God, it's getting difficult for me to read all the comments with the kind of speed you are texting me. All right, great. Soma is getting 4,9. Now see, the simple thing that you need to remember, when you're talking about graphs, and I have drawn a straight line on the graph, like over here, you see this point. Over here, let me name it actually, it will become easy. PQTS. Now, when we are talking about, let's say, a horizontal line, the y coordinates remain same. Just note that down. Y coordinates do not change on a straight horizontal line. Y coordinates are always same, right? And if I'm talking about a horizontal line, a vertical line, in that case, the x coordinates, they always remain the same. So over here, just see the s and t coordinates, s and t. The y coordinate is 6. So I can say that over here also the y coordinate is going to stay as 6 only. It's in the same line, right? So it will be 6. Y coordinate, that is the second number, would be 6. Now let's have a look at the first number. I don't have a straight line with the help of which I can actually compare it, but this question says that it is a parallelogram. Okay, I want you guys to answer me what is a parallelogram, or you can tell me any one property of a parallelogram quickly. What is a parallelogram, or give me any property or definition, anything that you understand about the shape parallelograms. See, in parallelograms, what are we going to do? Parallel, as the name suggests. That means opposite sides are parallel and they are equal. Remember this thing, opposite sides, you can note it down if you want to. Opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? And if I'm saying that this length ST is same as PQ, right? What is the length of PQ? It is starting from 2 and going till 5. So that means the length of this PQ would be simply 5 minus 2. That is the difference between them. 5 minus 2 is 3, right? Over here, I can see that you're giving me the comments. Okay, so ZZ, okay, what kind of a username is that? All the sides are parallel to the opposite side. Not all the sides, Mr. or Miss ZZ. The opposite sides are parallel and equal. All sides would consist all the 4 sides. If I'm talking about these 2 sides, the vertical sides, they are parallel. And if I'm talking about these horizontal sides, then they are parallel, right? So a slanted 4-sided shape, that is 2D. Yes, but that won't be a proper mathematical definition. If you want to define it mathematically, you would rather say that the opposite sides equal and parallel. That's it. So now over here, if the length of one side is 3, then the side which is opposite to this side would also be 3, right? So its length over here would also be 3 units. So if this coordinate is 4, 4 plus 3, that is 7. So that's how I'm getting the coordinates as 7,6. So I can see that a lot of people have answered me the comments as 7,6. Okay, so I can see a lot of people saying that it is a titled rectangle. Debash, it's not a rectangle. Do not compare it with a rectangle. In a rectangle, all the angles are 90 degrees, right? In this, we are not getting the angles as 90 degree. Alright, parallelogram does not have 90 degrees. Soma asks, will there be any riddles today? Okay, so I can see that you guys are really very interested in riddles. Okay, so alright, I'll ask you one. Can you guys tell me, how can I make 7 an even number? Think about it and answer me in the comment section below. I'll get back to the answer, and please do not cheat with the answers, right? Do not Google it at least. So I'll get back to this answer in 2 minutes, but let's see who answers. How can I make 7 as even? Okay, Jason is asking, why is it not 6,6? See, what are we doing over here? As I said, the opposite sides are going to be parallel and equal in length. If the length of PQ is 3 units, so of course the length of ST, the line above it, will also be 3 units. So over here what you can understand is the y coordinate was definitely 6. For the x coordinate, if this length, let's say ST, is 3 units, it's starting from 4, then 3 boxes ahead. 4 plus 3, 7. So that is why it is 7,6. Alright. So Fiza says, add 0 miss. MTX has given me the correct answer. Remove the S. Yes, very good. So 7 becomes even if you remove this S. So it's just even. This is not going to come in your exams. So of course you don't need to focus on that. That was just a fun riddle. Okay, now moving on to the next one. Giving you exactly 10 seconds to solve it. Come on, try it out. This is a floor plan of Ben's bedroom. What is the total perimeter of the floor? Now I know, okay, the time is already up. Now I know a lot of people, what you would be doing is calculating these question marks. Because the figure says question marks, let's calculate the question marks. You don't need to. Just think of it in one way. Over here, this is 15, right? This horizontal length is 15 and the vertical length is 17. Ultimately, if you see it over here, starting from here till end over here, this will also be 17. If I see for horizontal length, this is going to be the 15. Like if you keep adding them up, it's just going to be 15. So never in these questions, if perimeter is asked, never get messed up into the calculation and start doing these kinds, by calculating the missing sides. You don't need the missing sides, right? You would just do 17 plus 17 plus 15 plus 15. 17 plus 17, 34, 15 plus 15, 30, 64 is the answer then. 64 meters. That would be the perimeter. Simple. Now, moving on to the next question. If 30th July is a Saturday, then what day will it be after 51 days? Now this is a little tricky and this is a very nice trick. Don't start counting from, okay, what people do, 30th July Saturday, then 31st July Sunday, then 1st August Monday, and they keep on doing it, which is extremely time confusing in your, which is extremely, time consuming, yes, in your exams, right? So you don't have to do that. Simple way. If today is Saturday, what day will it be after 7 days? A Saturday again, right? Because a week consists of 7 days. What day will it be after 14 days? Again a Saturday, right? And if I say after 15 days, you know now that after 14 days, it's of course going to be Saturday again. So just one more. So Sunday. So all you have to do is divide it by 7. Because in a week we have 7 days. So 51 divided by 7. And calculate what will be the remainder. Right? We know that 7 times 7 is 49. So when you divide 51 by 7, the remainder is going to be 2, right? 51 minus 49, which is 2. And then if today is Saturday, then after 51 days, that is after 2 days, Saturday after 2 days, like what day will it be after 2 days of Saturday? Sunday, Monday. So my answer is Monday. Just as simple as that, right? So Jason says that I said it first. Okay, great if you're getting the correct answer. We didn't have to actually calculate the date. If you guys have calculated the date, I can see that Soma has calculated the date. Darling, okay. See, sometimes we are so enthusiastic in our exams. Okay, we'll find out everything. The date has not been asked, right? So don't get, confused in your exams, because that would be time consuming. It is just asking the day, and for the day, you can just remember this small trick that you have to find out the remainder when you're dividing anything by 7. All right. So now the next question, calculate the area of the shape if the three squares are of sides 75, 45, 25. Now this is a very easy question. If you want to calculate the area, you just have to do, this is 75, this is 75. Area of a square is this, square of the sides, basically length times width, which is actually 75 times 75. Or let's say 45 times 45 and 25 times 25. But I don't want you guys to be messed up in the calculations. The concept is easy in this one, but don't get messed up with the calculation. A simple way to calculate the square of any number when you have 5 at the ones place. If I'm doing 75 times 75, do 7 times 7 plus 1, 8. 7 times 8 is 56. So we write 56. And then you know that 5 square is 25. So just write 25 as it is. 5, 6, 2, 5. That's my answer in 1 second, right? It won't take much of the time. 45 times 45. See this number, 4. So you do 4 times 4 plus 1, 5. So it would be 20. 4 times 5 is 20. So 25 after this. So 2025. That's it. Next one, 25 times 25, you do 2 times 2 plus 1, 3, which is 6, and then you write 25 as it is. Using this trick, you can calculate 25 square, 35 square, 45 square, 55 square, 65 square, 75 square, 85 square, 95 square, and so on. The speed in which I have spoken all these numbers, that's the speed in which you'll be able to calculate the answer with this trick. All right, just take, suppose this number is n at the tens place, do n times n plus 1, and then you write 25 after that. 25, 25, 25. That's it. So I hope you guys understood everything and you do not have any doubts. If you guys have any doubts, I am repeating again, you can just let me know in the comment section below. And before we go, right, remember that you have to like this video and share it with your friends, all right? And if anybody of you is new over here and you're attending our classes for the first time and you want to know that how can you enroll, then you can just simply contact on the numbers that are shown to you on the screen. In our classes, we also provide notes on the website and we are providing with assignments as well. So make sure that you practice all the mock tests. If anybody wants to enroll and get a quick, get a quick crash course, you guys can, all right? And about the next live class, although this is a GCSE live class, so if you have your siblings who are elder to you, there would be a biology GCSE live class on 7th of September, sharp at 1 p.m. Right? So make sure that your siblings are attending the live class. All right. Now I would just like to say in the end that thank you so much for joining us. All right. And I hope you guys had a great time because it was really lovely chatting to you all. And make sure that you do not forget to join in our Telegram groups. And if you guys have any doubts, we are available 24/7. We'll try to solve your doubts as fast as possible. So you can text us in the Telegram groups. And for the next time, I hope that whosoever answered the most amount of questions today wins. Best of luck for the next time as well, and best of luck for all your preparations coming up ahead. See you guys in the next live session. Till then, bye-bye and take care.